Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting first look right here on youtube.com/Helix Plays Games. You're joining myself, Chris, as I'm about to jump into a game that I don't know much about. All I do know is it was once upon a time a Google Stadia exclusive until Sony swept in for exclusivity rights. And here we are, Tchia, however you want to say it, is out now. It's part of your PlayStation Plus catalog. Claim it, play it, and more importantly, you can stream it. And that's what I'm here to do. I can, of course, download the game, but I'm going to check out some PlayStation cloud gaming, as we often do here on the channel, just to see what the quality is like on this game. Before the game loads up, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, and hit that bell, and ring that bell, in fact, so you're kept in the loop with all the other great content we do here on Helix Plays Games, like our first looks, such as this very video, our weekly PlayStation podcast, Talking the PS, every Tuesday. Myself, Richie, and my other co-host, Rob, bring you all the PlayStation news on YouTube and, of course, on podcast services up there in the digital clouds. We also do a weekly Xbox podcast, live streams with you, the wonderful gaming community, and much, much more. But as I said, you're here to jump into Tchia. The game streamed version of this is only the PS4 version. Unfortunately, PlayStation haven't got around to really upping their streaming quality as of yet. And ironically, this was a Google Stadia exclusive. The trailer was available on YouTube. It's been taken down now since the Google Stadia YouTube channel has kind of stripped itself of all its video content. But alas, I have the video downloaded. I'm sure it's out there on the internet to find. But yeah, we don't know much about this game, other than it's a cute little art style game, very inspired by the likes of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and you get to play as a young girl, seemingly, who gets to turn into loads of animals on a lovely sun-baked island. So no real expectations. However, it is free this month to claim and play, as I said. So let's check it out. Let's see what's up with Tchia. A game inspired by New Caledonia. A word from the devs. Hi, welcome. You are about to start your adventure into the world of Tchia. We would like to give you a little bit of context on what you're about to play. Tchia is a game inspired by New Caledonia, a small island in the Pacific Ocean. It's a Awaseb co-founder's homeland, and this game is a love letter to this very special place. So there it is, sandwiched in between Fiji and Australia. Probably a part of the map that is often cut off from printed maps because of it doesn't fit into a rectangle that nicely. Same with New Zealand. The game is deeply inspired by local landscapes, cultures, music, languages, folklore, and tradition. Characters are voiced by local talent in French and Drew, the most prominent languages in New Caledonia. You will get to visit our renditions of famous landmarks and biomes. That word biome again, it cropped up everywhere ever since Returnal. And listen to an original soundtrack influenced by local sonatories and performed by traditional artists and choirs. Still, the world and the story of Tchia are purely fictional. Names, topography, cultural details and folklore have been changed out of respect for tradition and adapted to create a fun and engaging experience. So what they're saying is the locals of New Caledonia can't really turn into crabs and pigeons and other animals, it would appear. Above all else, we wanted the game to feel universal and accessible to anyone around the world. Tchia has been a labour of love for a very small team of various origins and cultures. It was a blast to create, and we hope that you have a blast diving into our world. Thank you so much. Oendrehu Oleti Atraquata. Fantastic. So let's check it out. Now, the last kind of big timed exclusive we've seen on the PlayStation was, of course, probably Stray last summer in 2022, which, of course, fantastic game. If you've not played Stray, the first look is available up on the channel, but go check it out if you're into something a little bit different. That, I believe, should be still included in the catalog. Eating. I hope this isn't the Simpsons power plant days since the last accident. Population? Yeah, hopefully it's something nice like the population of the island. reminds me a little bit of Moana, of course, Disney movie. No surprise, that's based in Polynesia. You've got the kind of similar inspiration from the art style to the kind of cultural heritage going on. Where are we all off to? Stories under the stars, it would appear. The only thing I'm not a big fan of with the art style is their noses. They literally look like they've been Play-Doh'd on. Like, could they not? I mean, obviously it's a choice, but they stand out so much it takes all vision away from the rest of the facial features. Stories around the campfire. Tchia? Is the T silent? Okay, so a old story of yesteryear. Is it a crab? Looks like a crab. What a gift. We've got more of the Simpsons now with Bart and his slingshot. Slingshot. Useful tool to nudge objects, people, and animals. Nice. Okay then. So, we get the coconut down, is that what we're doing? Yes, we are. Don't be sad, kiddo. It's just a coconut. Some little audio spikes there. Again, playing through PlayStation Cloud Gaming, so in the past when we've streamed other games here on the channel, there is a distinct dip in quality, sometimes frame rate, and the main thing is always sound, because you can tell when sound cuts out a bit more. Meet your father on the cliff. The cliff this way. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the world. Beautiful. Beautiful ocean, horizon, all around us there. There's an island off in the distance. I'm guessing there's some kind of traversal. Oh. Big rock. Push the big rock, okay. Do we have to harvest things? Hide in bushes. Oh, we have a little village. Meet your father at the cliff. Ah, is this the bonfire that all the kids were sat under? It's the save point. Ah, okay. Eat, sleep, change outfit. I'm okay for now. Now it does say meet my father on the cliff, but you know, I probably read past the point when it said where my father was. Not that way, there's no cliff that way. Is there a cliff at the end of the village? Ah, some kind of petting zoo. Farm. Yeah, shooting range. Football, there's a shooting range. Hiya! Oh, there's more! Oh, they're changing. Oh. I want to get that little blue one. Nope, missed it. Got it. Ooh, the aiming surprisingly light on the touch. Again, not terrible for cloud gaming perspective. Oh, is that a yellow? Oh, there's a yellow one. You scored no trophy. That's okay, because I would rather play this on PlayStation 5, so I'm hoping not to pop any trophies on this playthrough, because that would mean I need to play through the game on PS4. Ah, there's Father up on the cliffside. So no direct mini-map, no specific instructions to where he's at, just dialogue, which could add a good layer to the exploration. What is over there? Kind of lighthouse tower. Let's see, again, risky. If this is your child, do you want them climbing up here? Here we go. See what Father has for us. He's weaving us something out of, looks like banana leaf. Big leaves. Well, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. The dad is part cockerel.
Oi, open up.
Right. Okay. Approach a point of view, shout, and the map gets updated. Okay, so this is your Assassin's Creed atypical vantage points. Discover your surroundings by shouting from marked viewpoints. Doing so will mark nearby points of interest on your map. They're one hell of a set of lungs these two have got on them. Where am I? I'm sure shouting from a cliffside out to the ocean. It can be quite liberating. Can't say that I've tried it myself. Ooh. A glider made of plants. Something tells me that wouldn't work, but I am the skeptic when it comes to parachutes made of leaves. Call me a cynic. A great way to break a fall and safely cover long distances, made by Tchia's father out of woven coconut leaves. Jump and glide. So we have our glider. So there's the Zelda. Try your glider. Let's go to see if we can reach the other side of here. Seems a bit far, but... Oh, oh no. No, we overestimated. No! Emergency glider. Oh well. You can swim in this game, so thankfully. She got feet. Yes, very small feet. Right, meet Dad by the campfire. Again, game looks great. PlayStation cloud streaming seemingly holding up quite well too. Not that labor intensive in terms of frame rate and stuff, of course. Not that frenetic, but I mean, he's eating that dinner quite quickly, so. I don't feel like a dad is going to outlast the night for some reason. That music's quite select tone on the old ears. Rhythm gameplay, dry fern leaves. Wait for the prompt, play the note, or autoplay. Dry fern leaves are used as percussion instruments. Are they? Try to hit the prompts on time. You can't win or lose at music, just have fun. If you want to enjoy the sequence, hit autoplay and let Tchia jam automatically. So is this touchpad? Looks like touchpad. Let's go. Oh, it's not, it's square. Guitar Hero action going on here. Now, there's a crackle for me. Maybe not for you guys at home. go to autoplay. Just so I can jam out to this. Maybe tweak the audio down a little bit. The dad hitting these high notes I did not expect. Let's switch back to manuals. See if it introduces. Kind of expected it to add a few more layers than just square. It's a sweet song, but there's definitely something to do with the audio that's not quite hitting it. Now, can't read the lyrics to the song because I'm trying to focus on the leaf slapping. Don't do another verse. Don't do another verse. Okay. Sweet moment. Went a little bit too long, if I'm honest. I don't... Oh no, he's still there. I thought he was going to be gone then. The only contact. Okay. Let's get some coconuts then. Yeah. Grab. Ah. Do I have to put the coconut anywhere? Oh, the store. That's why. The internet connection quality isn't sufficient for game streaming, and yet PlayStation, here I am doing it. Hey, 2 coconuts. Get 1 taro from the garden. Which way was the garden? Where? Seem to have hit dusk now. The sun color palette's got a little bit lower, as has the internet quality apparently. Is this the garden? Okay. Is that one right there? Oh, a taro root, yes. Throw that away. We trade with other nearby islands and 1 trinket. Trinket from the little shop here. Ah, it's inside. Got this a braided trinket. There we go. Meet your father at the pontoon. Is. Would everyone know what a pontoon is? Yeah. The pier. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, nearly fell in. I don't know if any of you guys out there played Windbound, but there was kind of a similar aesthetic to that. Traversing island to island. There's the warning again. Now, we sometimes do get this with cloud gaming on most. Xbox Cloud Gaming and Google Stadia used to do it as well. It used to pop up all the time, saying the internet quality wasn't there. And yet, no visual impact apparently on the game. Who's this guy? Ah, he's trading me a flower. If he trades a flower and gets 2 coconuts, some root, and a trinket, we're being mugged off here. Crabby.
la iniminitu.
Okay.
Amela kwenendo te kete hate ne ole kete at koi kete at. Nine ni ate ne la metot me ipie.
Definitely seems like a peaceful existence. Oh, here we go. Are we playing along? He's brought his guitar. Oh, we're waking up. Didn't expect a teddy in this world.
Nak ketingin ni pe.
Being followed. I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for that twist in the tail.
Macam guys itu.
What? Did not expect this. Did not expect this. This is like Lost all over again now. Oh no! Oh! Brutal! What did that crab ever do to you? Okay, what the hell is behind him?
Dua. Tuhu. Kuya halai chezi. Lua ko lau masate. Mare shele hila na nipeti na zai chezi.
What on earth are those psychic? I mean, Hyder, just watch from the fence. Shit, he's been carnivaled? Did not expect that kind of violence. Well, anyone who thought this was going to be a peaceful game, sliding, use the slopes to advantage to gain speed and momentum. Oh, it's just a load screen. Fix flip around any direction while in the air. Try landing. Pass. We falling through the sky right now? Or maybe going through space and time? Who knows anymore? There's random confetti monsters. And she can turn into a sword, apparently, or a machete and slice someone's face but not kill them. And there's a hippie guy who plays the guitar. I thought this took place in a time kind of a precursor to advanced technology. But there seems to be a mix of everything. Okay. Get 2 pearls. Saved it but brought to the camp. Okay, where does one go to acquire pearls? Let's look at the journal. So, 6% progress through the game already. Prologue. A lonely boy is welcome to a small island. He seems to be a refugee for orphans and lost children. Lady sits by the campfire, explains. Chapter 1. Despite father's best efforts, Tchia always felt melancholic on her birthdays. The 12th one is nursing, so she's 12 years old. His camp, spending some time with her father. Gets a slingshot, etc. Wakes up with the aircraft approaching. Desperate attempt to save her father. She discovers her soul jumping ability as the aircraft is flying away and manages to hurt Puidua before falling into the ocean, losing consciousness. She wakes up in Trey's camp where he took her to safety. There's our characters we're going to meet. A few more there along the way. Interesting silhouettes, actually. One of them kind of looks like an elf. That one looks like a horse. That one a plant. Items and abilities. Activities. So stuff to do. Different islands. Cat, dog, pig. So, creatures to meet. Freeze. Gallery. Map and quest. Looks like there is a good chunk of exploration to be had. Giant heart. Of course. Pacific Ocean famous for its giant heart. And then the menu. Okay. Ahoy up there. There do our... We got ladders? No, we can just climb up the side of the wall like some kind of Spider-Man. Yeah, good jumping and climbing ability. Didn't expect that much traversal in this, if I'm honest. And shout. Where am I? Right. Where do I get pearls from? Are the pearls just in the water? Is that what the map's telling me? Oh, jump too far. If you can swim, that's good to know. But where are the pearls at? Are they the pearls in the water? Yes. Clam pearl collectible. Ah, yeah. It's a good thing you can kind of figure it out for yourself, because again, no real swimming tutorial or where to get the pearls from. And that map is really bad for showing you the direction of... Like, don't give me a silhouette of a person, give me an arrow. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. This is good. I'm guessing it's straightforward. I don't know. This is risky in its own, swimming out to sea. Am I the little cursor, or... I feel like I've gone way too far away from this island now. I think I'm somewhere around here. Yes, I am somewhere around there. If we go back to the island, it looks like, on the map... See there, there's... few clams a little bit closer. Now there's one right down there, so we'll get our breath back and then dive. Dive, dive, dive. Get rid of that then. Meat tray at the campfire. Bank. Oh, the jumping's a bit floaty. There he is. He just chills out by the campfire while the small child goes and dives for clams.
Hey!
Is he wearing onions around his neck? Oh, ukulele. Oh, we've got our The Last of Us Part 2 moment. Highlight a note on the wheel, play the note, autoplay. Okay. If I ever was to lose you... There we go, it's not The Last of Us. Do I just play anything? Right. Oh, the notes are coming in, didn't see it. Okay, significantly harder. This is not Guitar Hero, this is rock band now. It's almost like the cursor doesn't move quick enough. Last of Us, people were playing like full songs using this layout. Which, no surprise, musicians are fantastic. But didn't expect so much Guitar Hero-esque minigames. Again, part of it is I get it's part of the game. Goes on for too long for my my liking personally. I switch to autoplay. There's a city over there. Is she not playing? No. Beautiful, beautiful. Can we play more of the game, please? I want to turn into an animal. That's a healthy breakfast. So are we not going to talk about my father being abducted by two paper people and the crazy pirate man?
Na Shechovameni, Chovani so a theri la kemeng.
Tachigani chuanula nesheletia. Amela meling, cheshelamiku. Mutuni hiluning na hoda. Thala pahiti teka muneshele.
You live on a boat.
No, ika, tunika.
Kaloi chumuna thili, Meavora.
Mea G?
Meavora. Nini jana homla na nyidu lua kuhala o masate amela ate katasana kimi che ime masaya puido alade amela basila ya Meavora edala pa khwa gangazo diala na nyidu huyaimo.
So he's sending a child after the leader of someone.
Tunika?
Khomdela he kamipi utaka goini Tchia katikwane thamani fatigani imani toyo panila padula beach chodayo isnimakani.
Okay. Pray in the garden. Yeah. Another mini game. Make a can. I mean, if he nails that, that's very impressive balancing. I can't imagine it'll stay like that for long, but yes. Do I want to do this right now, or do I want to go after my father? I did enough of these in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have to get to the top? Surely not. I have to complete this. Yeah. Oh, the rocks just keep coming, so there's no... Oh, it's all gonna fall. Don't know how I managed that one. I mean, it seems a little bit more... Can I turn the I can't... No, I can't turn the camera around anymore. Imagine if you just never got past this part of the game. Don't drop it with so much power, place it. Oh, there we go, big flat sheet plate. I mean, it seems to be quite fair with giving me the big flat ones. There we go, some big chunky flat ones. Apparently the trick is to just keep pressing X. Maybe not. At least the rest doesn't fall down when you place it on top. Gonna keep putting more and more on top. That one should do it. There you go. Oh, that's a delicate balance. Oh, there's our line. I've almost done it. Turn left. No, right. I mean, you're not really turning the direction I'd like it to go in. There we go, I guess. Hey! Play a song, then smash it over with the ukulele. See, I don't feel zen after doing that. Balancing rocks is stressful. Unlock a melody. Play a melody. Completing rock balance activities will unlock soul melodies. There's our good friend Jeff from Platinum Jangus channel. What's that noise? Set the time to midnight using the soul melody. I can do that. Oh, midnight, right. Where's the... Midnight is B-E-E-D. Drum. B... It's an interesting way of... I imagine. My word, that bird. Pigeon. Seagull, in fact. Sorry. Oh. Thought it would fly away. Ah, that's high-pitched. There's a little bit of audio balancing that I'd like to... Oh no, what did I go on? I don't want to eat a meal. I mean, if you're gonna eat it that quick, then why not? Just sleep, please. Sleep, please. Retrade near his boat. Don't knock the rocks over. Oh yeah, big jump. Rounds. Hi, compass and a torch. Oh. Doesn't ask her if she can sail, if she can swim. Any food rations? Anywhere to store them? Nope. Just head out on this rudimentary raft, young girl of 12 years old, was she? I'll give you a compass and a flashlight. A compass to complement your map to help you get around the archipelago, and a flashlight to find your way at night. Best of luck, child. Should be dead by midnight. Control your cruising speed by interacting with the mast and steer with the paddle. The anchor prevents the boat from drifting when you are not using it. A gift from Trey. It will be a trusted companion and one of the most valuable tools in your adventures. Take good care of it. Yeah. Definitely some Moana music needs to kick in here. Seemingly has a radio though. Video game by the humans at our side. That's a nice little introduction to the game here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, okay, of course. Tchia! Did not expect to see a metropolis over here. Metropolitan city? Metropolis. A bustling city of culture. And seemingly gravity-defying space-time rocks. What is going on in this game? Now, they showed none of this in the trailer. It was all based on a natural island. Now, it has my intrigue now, because who is the dad pirate? What is there to see in this city? Very suspicious. Yeah, very useful places. You can find them all around the archipelago. Fast travel and custom. Mini map, full map, place marker. Yep, we've seen that. Orientation signs. Yep.
Hey!
Meet the bad guy. I'm guessing the bad guy is this way. Oh, where am I? Well, plenty of challenges to do. And evidently an entire city to explore. Journal entry. Come on, Tchia, get up that hill. Come on. Get to this crazy split broken house. Any security? No chance. Let's go straight in. See who this bad guy is. Is he going to be a bad guy, or a surprisingly friendly bad guy? Okay, did not expect a dentist's reception area.
Numéro!
There's something quirky about this game.
Numéro pour les 9-9. Pour les 9-9, s'il vous plaît.
And that type of comedy is funny.
Qu'est-ce que
Why
vous voulez?
make a wait?
Je dois parler à Meavora.
Ah, remplissez ça.
Of course they want your customer feedback. What was that? This looks like local government.
Parfait. Voilà. Ça, c'est la liste des offrandes pour obtenir un entretien.
Attendez,
Oh, don't tell me I have to go and collect stuff.
Si vous voulez parler à Meavora, voilà la coutume. Hein. C'est la tradition. Allez, tata.
Tradition?
Hé, félicitations. Par ici, s'il vous plaît.
You've been absolutely done there. Okay, so that's how you unsafely travel to there's penthouse office. Sleep at the campfire. Take it the campfire was. Where am I?
Ininyawala. E asaini Aimun. Ishilihi.
Huh? Where am I though?
Ininyawala. E asaini Aimun. Ishilihi.
Oh, so it doesn't tell you exactly where you're at. Right, okay. So we're obviously coming down this big hill here. Where is the campsite? I don't know yet. Oh, there's 36 campsites, so it's a campsite. Oh, it's that over there. Oh, that's a pain in the ass far away. Drop away, a literal pin on the map. Any visual aids to tell me where that is? Oh. The left. I enjoyed having the mini-map up. Let's look at the mini-map. Ah, there we go. Again, coming down from the big hill. The first proper road. And then left. Onto the road. And then head forward to the coast. There's cars apparently in this game now. Oh, nearly walked in the back of it. No Grand Theft Auto. What is that? It looks supermarket of some sort. Of course, I'm running on the road for some reason. Not expecting, of course, cars to be in this game. Crossing. The man is green. Good to go. Office buildings. Catching me by surprise, this game, with both the humour, the art style, and everything else going on. Man sleeping on a bus stop. Right, so I'm making my way down towards... Okay, so the compass in the bottom left of the map does actually display where I'm going towards. Campsite must be down here. There it is. Well, unlocked campsite. Sleep at the campsite, apparently.
He
has the force. Now left eye. Soul jump. Here we go. This is all we were here for, boys and girls. Enter soul jump mode. Highlight target and perform soul jump. Tchia is learning to tame her unique powers. Soul jumping lets you warp into surrounding objects or animals to use their abilities to your advantage. Your soul meter will deplete when you are controlling something. Progress on Tchia's journey to find ways to upgrade it. So basically, if I want to soul jump into a coconut, yeah! Ah, the life of a coconut. Heads up! Again, like the comedy. The slapstick. Now this was a stealth game, turning into a coconut. Very cool. When controlling an object, you can aim project it towards a target while unpossessing on the spot. Very useful with explosive objects such as oil lamps. Wow. Okay. So, perform a soul throw. Oh, so slow motion into the air. Alright, I see. And then, yeah! Kind of failed with bringing the cans down, but...
La machade.
Oh no, that'll hit you much harder, my dear. I mean, unless anyone else has these powers, that is quite a unique, special thing to have. All I want to do is turn into a seagull, really. I've got to go and gather things. So a chicken, a tiki mask, a coconut, a trophy, and something else. But it's... Right, so my first two objects are available on a different island. Back to the boat! Oh, that was quick. I expected them to make me travel there. Alas, no, we do not need to travel there. Good use of a cutscene. I know sometimes video games often throw you into meticulously going from clip to clip when realistically, a short little video could just get you there and save the hassle of just monotonously traveling. I like it. He says as they put me on the boat ready to just travel. So, thoughts on the game so far as we venture towards New Island. Love the art style, very gorgeous. Plays seemingly quite well on PlayStation Cloud Gaming. I am playing it via my PlayStation 5, I should say as well. interesting story. The more it unravels, the more intrigue I genuinely have. Initially, I thought, oh, it's just an exploration game. I may sink a couple of hours into it and then get quite bored. But the controlling elements, the story unraveling into being not necessarily just about. I don't know where I thought it was going to be set. Like back in time, no technology. The fact that the cities and a dodgy boss and pirates and my father's being captured and I can turn into creatures and objects like coconuts. It has me intrigued. It has me intrigued. I have seen some good reviews coming through for this game so far. So maybe there's more to it. And of course, PlayStation wouldn't have put it onto a PlayStation Plus game catalog if there wasn't something that they saw early in development. Of course, to poach it from right under Google Stadia's nose. And in a retrospective way, it's probably better that this didn't end up on Stadia because barely anyone would have played it. So here we are. Tchia. I just need to reach the island so I can turn into a crab or a bird of some sort. Right. Let go. I'm free! What's that? Is that a person? The people? Yeah, people. Kids fighting. I don't want to interact with them. Where's my map? I'm not there. I'm over here now. Right, so I've arrived at these islands. There's my boat, so I'm right here right now. I basically just want to find an animal. Any sort. Let's explore the beach. If I can turn into a crab or a seagull, I'll be quite content. Can I turn into other humans? No. Oh, there's a special powers mode. There's a bird. Do I have to be? I must have to be quite close to the animal. Oh. Ah, it's too far away. Is that a fish? Turn into a fish? Nope. Aha! There we go. Seagull time! Ha 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 ha! Yes! Oh, I can poop! To the skies! Let's cause havoc. Alright, where's some people? Best thing I want to do, of course, is poop on a person. And then we can end this first look right there, because what better way to end a first look than by pooping on a human being? Right. Coming, incoming. Gotta be a trophy for this. Oh, sorry. Camera's getting got up. Oh, the seagull's got her feather. I mean, seagulls. Right. This is what the stream has now been diminished into. Basically just trying to poop on... Oh no, I'm going to change! Oh! Now imagine if, at the time of changing back, she was still doing the poop action. That is a very unfortunate incident happening there. Pooping on another human is, of course, frowned upon. But you know what? I enjoy the concept. I enjoy the concept. So that is it, boys and girls. My first look of Tchia running on PlayStation Cloud Gaming right here on Helix Plays Games. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're kept in the loop with all of our other first looks, let's plays, live streams with you, the wonderful community, and of course our weekly topical podcast, Talking to PS every Tuesday, PlayStation Roundup, XPass every Monday, Xbox Roundup, available right here on YouTube, or of course up there in the digital clouds on your podcast preference of choice. My name's been Chris. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, folks, play whatever makes you the happiest. I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye. And don't poop on anyone.